Hello music gang, welcome back. Today in this video, I'm going to be going through the really awesome plugin that is the Neural DSP. This is the Tone King Imperial plugin. It is simulated after the Fender Blues Deluxe amp, the legendary Fender Blues Deluxe. And I am blown away by how good this plugin sounds. It sounds just as good, some will say, as a mic'd up valve amp. Now, obviously, there are going to be valve amp purists who will disagree with that, and they'll say, no, the digital plugin can never sound as good as a valve amp. But in my opinion, this sounds amazing, and it's so versatile. And for, I think I paid 90, maybe it was like 120 US dollars, so about 90 pounds for this plugin. Absolutely blown away by it. The sound is insane, and there's so many different tones you can get from it. Let's just, I'm going to be showing you some of those today. Just some of the factory presets that it comes with are amazing. So here we have it. Here is what the Tone King plugin looks like. You have the amp, which, like I said, is kind of based off of Fender. You got a view of the front where you can play around with all these dials, and then you've got the back where you can tweak different things like the attenuation knob. You have obviously the power and stuff. You can even put a foot switch in here. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, it's very realistic. And then you have the access to the mic placements. So here you have a range of different microphones which you can use, from like high-end ribbons. Here you can just use like a 57, which is pretty common in studios. And there's just so much customization you can do here. So you can have a left mic placement and a right mic placement, which is really cool. And then you have access to this like graphic EQ, so you can mold the tone even more after you've kind of done what you need to do on the front panel of the amp. And then you have these effects. You have a nice chorus. You have a delay with a tap tempo, which is really useful. And you have a beautiful reverb. So we're just going to go through some of the factory presets today. This is a preset I made. It's just like a little bit of it's got a little bit of a delay and a reverb on it. So I've saved that. That's kind of one that I was just tinkering around with. But if we just go to the factory preset, head to the chorus, absolutely stunning chorus sound. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning chorus you have there. It's just kind of a nice, some ambient reverb on there. Sounds like you're in a nice room there. And then we have and yeah, I've got this kind of muddy pretty nice rock tone there. That's called Crunchy Slap. And then we have this double summits preset. Really gorgeous sounding clean tone. I would definitely use that in something. Then we have the grunge sludge. Not a fan of that at all. Okay. Bad Tone King. But someone might have a use for it, I guess. It's kind of like a dirty, nice dirty trem. big fan of that. So as you can see, there's just so many different options with this. Roll the volume knob off that a little bit. And it feels just as responsive as a valve amp does. You can really crank up the volume. Or you can dial it back a little bit. And you get nice articulation and clarity from the notes. So that's the kind of response you'd expect from a valve amp, not necessarily a digital plugin. What I found in the past from digital plugins is the dynamics suck and they're not very responsive. Sometimes there's a little bit of latency or latency, however you want to call it. Before buying this plugin, I was comparing a few others. One was by Amplitude, and there were some others as well which I was looking into, and some which were cheaper than this, but I heard such good reviews from the Neural DSP company as a whole. And what I was looking for was an amp sim which could be used across multiple different genres, and I didn't want to be limited just to one genre. And this was one that stood out to me, and I think they've really pulled it out of the bag, because there's so many different great tones you can get with this. Sounds really authentic, sounds like the real deal. And I've always not always played Fender amps. I've played, like, whenever I was in a metal band, I played PV 6505 in the past. I had a Kemper before, and yeah, and then I found the Fender Blues Deluxe, and I just really love the tone of that, and this has nailed it. And the fact you can get all these other presets bunched into it, I think is better than having a real amp, because you're gonna have to pay thousands upon thousands for different pedals. So I think this is really great investment. You cannot go wrong for about £100 bargain. So let's check out some of so this is some of the factory presets. Let's look at some of the artist presets. Let's go down to pick a random one. I haven't really spent much time in this, but as you can see, if you don't want to create one from scratch, there's plenty to choose from. I'm not actually affiliated with this brand at all. I just really liked it and I thought I'd show you. Nice, I really like that. There's so many on here which I've just picked at random. Easy blues lead. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a little bit too muddy for me. Janky. Nice. I like that. It's kind of like indie rock. This one, I like that. You got enough clarity, but it's still got the punch and grit in there. So, as you can see, I've just showed you a handful there, and there's so many tones that you can get out of this plugin. Super impressed. And you can save your own presets. If you want to do that, you can just you can customize as you go. You can tweak the EQ. You can change the effects you're using, and then you can just click save, and you can just save it as a new preset. So it's very, very customizable. So I'm going to be using this in some future demos and recordings. So expect to hear more from this, and maybe I'll post another update when I've got used to using this thing, because I only just bought it like a week ago, and I'm just kind of having to play around a bit. But yeah, I'm impressed, very impressed. So props, Neural DSP, you've done an amazing job at making a realistic amp sim. It's really, really cool. So guys, I hope you found this helpful. If you're looking into, if you watch this video, you're obviously looking into getting something by this brand, or you want to get a similar amp sim, I'd highly recommend this. I'd highly recommend the Tone King Imperial Mark II from Neural DSP. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's well worth the money, and enjoy. I'm sure you won't regret purchasing it. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, smash the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.